So back again. So today we got Cartel Bo. He's in the tabloids again. Everybody's talking about him. It's pure drama because of the whole situation in Houston, Texas. So apparently, he did a Tommy G video, hood video, basically where he was showing off what he called Murdawood, which later the police contested because he was telling all kind of stories and he was getting into the issues of the area and how bad it is and how it's worse than the cartels and et cetera and everything like that. And he honestly feels like he's attacked. And I could see why he feels like that because basically he feels like the police don't like him because the police been messing with him and everything like that. So now they're publicly trying to embarrass him and discredit him, basically saying that he's a nobody, and that is crazy. Because I'm usually when you do a hood vlog, the police never fucking respond. So for them to respond is crazy because the police, they never like. I'm from California. They do hood vlogs around here all the time. We got DC Baby Draco. We have Street News. We got Street TV. We have different things. I have never seen a local police department come out and say, "Oh, that nigga lying. That nigga capping." So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into this. I'm gonna show you guys the video, the Tommy G, and a little brief sample. Then we're gonna come back later and show the response.
A few weeks ago, I don't know, they had the body hanging out the freeway with the head sitting on fire. They had to go over there and cut it down from the top side.
You think this was
the
gang
news
related?
later? I don't want to speak on it. You know what I'm saying?
Not from personal experience, but like from what people said from the store.
Man, this is my hood. I don't speak on what's in my hood. This shit real.
So, like I said, he was talking that shit, and he was basically saying that he said the guy, got his head cut off, some cartel kind of shit, right in that area. And come to find out later, they tried to discredit him, the Houston Police Department, and they're gonna say that did not happen over there. It happened in a different area, and he was just telling a story. But that's what I'm saying. The fact that the police has something to say about this is very surprising because the cops never usually say anything, especially when it comes to hood vlogs and giving their opinion because they tend to stand out of that stuff. But I guess somebody like Cartel Bo, he's a big name in that they just don't like him, so they're going to try to discredit him anytime they want. So how I feel about the situation is I feel like the police, again, they could do anything they want. Just like the judge, their job is to make you look bad. They want to make you look bad, and once you're on their radar, they're gonna try to discredit you as much as they can. So, without further ado, let's keep going to this video because, the next part is he goes more detail, and he's gonna describe a few other things that happened in the hood, doing the hood tour with Tommy G.
I'm gonna give me about 3-4 of them hoes before he get me. I'm gonna hit you as hard as I can.
I feel like everything is a go. If you come to me like, "What's up, nigga? I want woo 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 this, that, and that," and I pull out a gun and blow your shit, you shouldn't even walked up on me with that bullshit. You don't know me from Adam and Eve to want to fight me. The only people that should ever want to fight me is my family and my friends that know me all my life. Nigga, you don't know me to want to fight me. I'll kill your bitch ass, nigga.
Do you think it's fair in a fight to jump someone 1-on-5, 1-on-6? Is that fair game?
Nah, I don't know. It all depends on the situation too, though. You feel me? Like how
It depends on how I
Man,
feel.
none of my partners fight in front of me.
If my partner beating your ass, I'm woo woo woo. If you getting the best
Man,
of them, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So as you guys can see, he basically saying that it's treacherous out there. If a nigga catch him lagging, bro, he much rather you don't even play with him like that type shit. And for some reason, I don't know why this video gave him it required a police response because most of the video he's mostly shouting at his homies, saying that this is what they've been through. But he's not. I don't say he's not making the city look bad. But the only thing I disagree with, because I don't know if it's true or not, but they tried to contest him on Twitter, I believe, on X, saying that, try to discredit him, saying that the guy hanging from the bridge with his head thing cut off wasn't there. And most of it was just mostly showcasing the video and saying, he also mentioned in the video about them shooting a music video. I think the Hoover song or something like that. With I believe it was Maxwell Cream. But like I was saying, it's just for the police department to come out and do anything is fucking insane. What you guys think? Let's say you shooting the hood block, you really in the trenches every day. Let's say you're in Chicago. You in the trenches. You in South LA. You in the Bronx. You in the trenches. And you doing a hood blog because you want to show your community off, right? And this dude, like, not this dude, but the police department, they come out of nowhere and basically try to take your shine away, like you just a lying ass nigga, and that you just bullshit, and that you're not really from where you're from, and everything like that. And that's a respect thing, right? So this whole situation, like, I had to cover it because it's very interesting. Because, like, Cartel Bo, like, from what I know, is that he does good things. You know, he's well known in his community. Everybody knows him. He went viral multiple times. You know, he's been on No Jumper. He's in the tabloids. Everybody's talking about him. And you know, nobody can tell you how to tell your story. So if he feels like it's called Murdawood and that area in Houston, and I guess I could see also why the police department wouldn't want that to be be known, especially to an audience like Tommy G's. The video got over millions of views. They got, like, I think 2 million views, I believe it said at. And that kind of go contrary. But without further ado, we're gonna get into the next video. So he went to another show after the relapse, and then he talked about how he felt about it. He went with his lawyer and he described the situation and why he felt like it was against him and why everything wasn't right. So we're about to break down that video next. And again, y'all already know I bring a lot of context. You know, let's lock in what y'all gotta get.
With his attorney, Carl Moore. So how did this even happen?
Okay, well, everybody knows about the video that I got famous from, the Hoover video with Maxo Cream. It originally started though. They tried to pretty much slander and destroy our names with false information by saying and telling the news, which are public news reports, that we were at a school and the school was open and children was leaving the school. And that's back in 2018. Yes, yeah. Now that came out in federal court to be a lie. Mm-hmm. That was a lie, and HPD didn't have anybody to go to the courtroom to make an excuse to explain those lies. That school,
as you can see, basically, like, they try to come up for any reason. They trying to say that the music video, the school was open and that they was doing a music video in front of the school and it was a violation. Turns out the school was closed because of Hurricane Harvey. And that's what he just said in the interview. The school was closed down. It wasn't open, but they tried so hard to discredit him. Personally, if I was Cartel Bo, I would move out the city. First of all, I'll move out the state because, like, even though that's your home, bro, you already got to worry about the ops. You already got to worry about the enemies. You got the whole police department, the whole force fucking with you all the time. I don't know if he moved out or not, but personally, if I was him, I'd be moving out the trenches, bro, because I'd be moving out of Houston. Move to a nice area, move out of Sunnyside. Because Murdawood, they call that, he calls it, it's in a set-aside neighborhood. That's what he said nobody calls it Murdawood. So, yeah, that's crazy. So, yeah, let's keep going. Let's get into it. Let's keep going.
Look of a destroyed school and a destroyed park. We have been going to that park all our lives. I'm not saying that this is right or this is wrong, whether this is that, because those kids that were there was kids of the people who were there that wanted to meet me. But we don't get that type of aggression when you go to these Trump rallies, these MAGA rallies, and all these Proud Boys walking around with guns and this, that, and other. We particularly went down for felon in possession of a firearm and nothing else. We didn't commit any crimes. We didn't hurt anybody, but it is what it is. Mm-hmm. We took our punishment to the chin. I got the most time. I took responsibility, this, that, and other, because it was time handed out. And that's, once again, so we can keep the audience.
So Cartel Bo and Maxo Cream, they did get arrested. They took their time. They did what they had to do, and they handled their business. They took everything on the chin, like real niggas. You know, they did what they were supposed to do, right? There was kids there, but the kids was there for him. Like, they was like in the crowd, you know, in the music video. They was around, but they wasn't part of the school because the school was closed because of the Hurricane Harvey. So, like I said, if I was him, I would move out because, nah, bro, the whole police department is crazy. Let's keep going.
Decide in prison I'm done with crime. Just period. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go back and forth. My daughter needs me. Then I get out of here and I end up having a son. I got 2 kids. I'm a single father to both of my kids. You know what I'm saying? I take care of my kids and wake up with my kids every single day. Not only that, I provide jobs for multiple staff members. I have a trucking company that I created, and specifically to hire felons to fight recidivism. I've went international with that. Over 20 million views, over 70,000 comments on Facebook and Instagram.
So I wanted to take a second to shout out Cartel Bo. He's doing a lot for the community. He said he started his own trucking company, giving it to felons, because, you know, a lot of times as a felon, you might feel like, I would believe, because I'm not a felon, but if I was a felon, I would probably feel like everything's against me, because a lot of jobs don't hire you. A lot of places won't even look at you. You get in judge before you even walk into the door. You know, it's just, I could see, you know, that being an issue, because you being a felon no matter what could also be a disorder. That's why people go back to the streets and doing what they gotta do and selling that shit and doing what they gotta do. But I really do admire that he's doing better, that he's, you know, he's changed his mindset and everything like that, and he's matured since he got released from prison. But like I said, that this whole situation is crazy. I feel he said that he's a single father. Shout out to him. He said he got a daughter and a son. Shout out to them. Like I said, I really hope that he moves from Houston, because I understand he probably got all his family out there. Like he said, he got all his people out there, all his loved ones, all that shit. But sometimes you gotta change the scenery, because, you know, he said he's a single father. So, hey, let's keep going.
I changed my life, and I got a recording deal, and I've been rapping, entertaining, I've been acting, I've been doing all this other stuff. I don't live that life no more. But there are particular individuals, you know what I'm saying, that I must say, you know, that I feel like are racist and that are harassing me, because I wasn't the percent of those that they tried to banish and destroy forever. So when you come to talking about an interview, we're talking about rap stuff. Let's get this quote unquote correct. I don't have to explain that I'm an entertainer, because the world knows I'm an entertainer. The world see me wake up with my kids every single day since I've been out. They've seen me provide jobs for my community every single day since I've been out. They see me do so much for the kids, so much for the area.
So that goes to show you could do so much for the community. You could do so much. They only gonna talk about the negative shit. They're not gonna talk about you giving free haircuts. They're not gonna talk about you giving back to the community. They're not gonna talk about you having your own business. They're not gonna talk about none of that shit. None of that shit. They could give 2 fucks, honestly, because it's not fitting their agenda. Their agenda is to show how you're a piece of shit and how you're terrible. But it's not true, because look at Cartel Bo. He's living right. He said he's staying out of trouble. He's doing better. But the system is against him, you know? So the judges, everybody's against him. So that shit kind of pisses me off, bro. It's just like, give a nigga a chance, bro. Let a nigga do better. But y'all want to talk about shit from this fucking documentary. Look, the police department, I'm pretty sure they got people that just watch social media all fucking day. Just look at shit going on in the area. That shit went viral, millions. It got on somebody, got on plenty police officers' desk. They looked into it. They was like, oh, this nigga lying. Or no, we can't do this because we're getting government funding, or some type of shit like that. So it's always something like that, because maybe they're trying to not look as bad as they are, because it looked like the mayor not doing their damn job. So of course they're gonna redirect and be like, oh no, that didn't happen here. That happened not in this beautiful, not Sunnyside. It happened in this motherfucking area right here. That happened right here, but it didn't happen in Houston. It didn't happen in H-Town. So like I said, as a black man in the entertainment industry, Hispanic person, etc., Rasa, whatever, the police are always gonna be against you, because they rather you see something. They rather you see you doing something bad, like, you know, because it's like you're not fitting their agenda. You're not, and that's just be honest with you. They rather see you without your kids, bro. That's just how it is. Sad but true. Let's keep going.
Paint a picture for the viewer.
Yeah.
What did the police union say about the video and the documentary?
Okay, so let me tell you what the documentary basis first. So, Dummy G is a well-known person who goes and does documentaries of hoods. I'm not actively in the hood, this, that, and other one. I don't care, but he wanted to go to my hood. Everybody know my hood. I'm famous for my hood, that, this, that, and other. So I go over there, take him over here, and I take him something. He's like, man, what's this, that, and other? Is this like this? Is this like this? I'm like, okay, well, this happened right here off of Wayside by 16. You know, this is my side of town, this, that, and other. This happened over here at the Blue Store that we at right now. This happened over here, and taking them. And
like a tour.
Yeah, I'm showing them the cases, literally. Taking, well, this is the stuff that be going on over here where I'm from. this, that, and other. You understand what I'm saying? When I was over here, we used to call it Murdawood. We was kids. That was like every hood that's supposed to be woo, they always have a nickname to try to make their hood seem, and that's common consensus.
And you're saying, like, as kids, they make up nicknames, but that doesn't necessarily mean
Man,
that's the
come on, man.
reality.
Yeah, but at the end of the
So as kids, that's what they came up with as kids. But you know, since he's a figure, they're gonna use that. Oh, you know, you're making us look bad because he has the platform, and he has the, you know, he has reputation. So, and he's on his big ass platform, Tommy G. They don't like to see that shit because he really a trophy probably where they from. You know, not even a probably. You could tell everybody respects him. It looks like it. And then shout out him. Like, honestly, shout out him. Like, he's doing good. So so I was hoping that he moved out the area. He said apparently he did. I don't know how. He probably somewhere in Texas, but he probably in a different part. You know, maybe in Dallas or something like that. Maybe in a nicer area. So I gotta shout him out. But you know, Tommy G, he wanted to see the trenches, so that's where he took him. You know, but he's not there every day because again, he knows how it gets. But the cops, they don't want to, you know, they don't want to be looking like that. Let's keep going.
Feel me? But I'm taking them to a real situation, showing them what's really going on. I'm not on there saying I did it. I'm not on there saying I'm the roughest, toughest, baddest man in town. But you have people that see what I'm doing, like with the restaurant, with Mr. Tenderism, and bringing that stuff into fruition, helping my people, helping the community come together, showing that we can be stronger, be better. And you got some people in certain areas in the Houston Police Department that's looking and saying, I hate that man. I hate that man. No matter how much I do for my community, no matter what, this, that, and other, he wasn't never supposed to get out of jail. And I will air names out on this news, but I'm not going to do that because y'all asked me not to.
So just to wrap it up, Cartel Bo, he's been in the tabloids. Everybody's talking about him. He even showed love, like he said, to Mr. Tenderism and at Destination Barbecue that used to be there. And you guys already know about that story. The white guy stole his recipe, all kind of shit. He got fired, and now he's in Texas. And, you know, Cartel Bo is helping him out. That's another video. But that's pretty much it, guys. Like, what do you guys think? Drop a comment below. You mess with my content, subscribe. Like I say, I do very deep dives. And it's your boy Did Reacts. What do you guys think? Drop it in below. Peace.